So it recognizes the mutation of property into his name. That's a local body, okay, which assesses the property for tax, imposes tax, and collects the tax. That will prove the possession of the property in his favor.
So can you tell us a little bit about what is a khata and why is it important?
See, after the registration of the property, that is only a registering authority which does not guarantee you anything. That said authority is only for the registration of a particular document denoting the transaction between two persons. As far as khata is concerned, it is a mutation of that property into the name of the person who purchases it in the records of the local administration. If suppose this is under BBMP, so it recognizes the mutation of property into his name. That's a local body, okay, which assesses the property for tax, imposes tax, and collects the tax. That will prove the possession of the property in his favor. So that is why a khata is a must. Khata as well as khata extract, which describes the extent of the property. So these two documents are very vital and which establishes the possession of the property by a person.
So the khata also confirms ownership.
This is an ancillary document. Ownership is established by registered documents. There are various judgments also on that. So it is stated that khata is a possessory document and it is not a title document. Because in many cases, khata gets transferred without there being title.
Okay. So the registration of the property ensures the title and possession of the property is ensured by the khata. And the dimensions or orientation of that property is ensured by the khata extract. What is the khata extract? Can you just explain again?
See, khata is a certificate and khata extract is another set of document, another page wherein there are so many columns. In that one of the columns, they mention what is the area of the property. Okay, is there any structure and what is the tax fixed by the authority? All these details will be, mentioned in the said document.
Okay.
And the part and parcel of the same khata certificate.
Okay.
It's not an independent document by itself.
Okay. And in terms of chronology, when should a homeowner apply for a khata, and what are the prerequisites so that he can get the khata?
See, immediately after the registration, you can apply for khata. And along with that, you have to furnish various documents that are prescribed and there is a list also. So BBMP has got a list of documents which are required to be furnished. And along with an application for the transfer of khata into his name, a purchaser can approach the authority and apply for it and get a khata for their property.
Okay. And which authority does one need to apply to?
If it is BBMP, then BBMP ward office will be there nearby. Or if it is, beyond that BBMP area, then, concerned jurisdictional authorities, panchayat will be there. Some municipalities are there. So local authorities will be there and they have to approach the local authority and get.
So for, if a project is in a specific ward, you can approach only the local BBMP ward for that khata. You cannot approach any other BBMP ward, right?
No, that facility is not available with BBMP right now. Like, registering authority, that facility is not available. So you have to go to a particular ward and get it.
Okay.
Or some online applications are there. So if you make an application online, Now Bangalore one is taking the application. Okay, now there is no procedure for approaching the particular ward directly. You have to make an application through Bangalore one, and the Bangalore one, they will collect all the necessary documents and then submit it to the particular ward, and you will get call from the ward for further procedure.
Okay. So Bangalore one is a government intermediary?
Yes, that's an agency, and that collects, that gives a lot of various other facilities,
Okay.
So that will collect it.
Sir, we've heard about various types of khata, A khata, B khata. Can you just give us a little bit of explanation about these various types of khata and what a homeowner should be aware of?
Yeah. See, A khata is issued for a property which is legally, if it is situated in a legally approved layout. Like already I told you, a legally approved layout is duly converted land, then duly approved by the planning authority, and based on the layout plan, the layout is formed and site is demarcated. So such a site is recognized by the authority for A khata, and A khata will be issued for those. In some areas, what has happened, in a revenue land, sometimes without conversion, sometimes without approval of the layout plan, sites are formed. In such a situation, that is not recognized by the authority, because without these prior approvals, government authority is not supposed to issue khata. So then, for such properties, though irregular, they are assessed to tax by the authority. It's actually not a B khata, it's a B register extract. So it is not a khata actually. A khata is A khata only, is a khata. So this is a just B register extract, which is that property is recognized for tax purpose.
Okay.
So B khata earlier used to be difficult. So nowadays B khata you will get loans from the banks, and recently government has ordered that even if it is a B khata, you can give plan sanction and everything. So almost it is getting regularized and in line with A khata.
Okay. And can you tell us the formats of A and B khata?
Formats, like I told you, if you can take this one khata issued by BBMP, there will be one certificate. That's what I told you. Certificate and extract, both will be together. Okay. Then as far as B extract is concerned, it is written as B extract.
Okay.
You can show that particular format.
Yeah.
And as far as other areas are concerned, like 9 and 11. 9 and 11 are issued in Panchayat areas. Okay, 9 and 11 are again considered to be A khata. There also B khata is there, where the layout approval is not obtained by the builder or developer. Okay, in such a situation, even there also 11B is issued.
So can you tell us about khata registration and how to check its validity?
If you have a khata copy with you, you can apply for a khata. It's a public document. You can apply and get a copy, or else you will have to go to the concerned authority and like I told you, you have to apply under RTI and get the copy of it, or else you will have to verify in the offices whether the particular khata has been issued by them or not. But there are no online verifications. But I think as far as 9 and 11 are concerned, there may be online verifications, but I have not come across that.
Okay, all right.